NSA linked to $1 million US horse farm, according to a report. And for 2027, APC berates Erufi for attack on Tinubu and, of course, Ribadu. APC berates Erufi for attack on Tinubu and Ribadu. And then tax reform. Senate asks federal government, states to firm up agreement. Ocean crisis. Local government workers shun APC chairman's ultimatum to resume. And then let's see if we can check on some metro headlines. I want to just take 3 or 4 because they are always not beautiful at all. Man arrested for beating girlfriend to death in Lagos. And then a varsity student drowns in Bayelsa Creek over 300 naira bet. So you see now. 7 remanded over Kwara college students' deaths. Police burnt killers of Katsina undergraduates. Ogun Community 6 relocation of dump alleges health security risk. Abia Monarch knocks government for community insecurity. And then let me just take the last one here. Suspected herders kill 2 farmers in Edo. I'll leave it there. And then to the political side, just 1, 2, or 3 here again. Kano NNPP National Assembly. National Assembly members attack Kwankwanso, reject suspension. Kano NNPP National Assembly members attack Kwankwanso, reject suspension. And then Kawu, 3 others, suspension by NNPP on, inconsequential, according to factional chairman. Anambra 2025, APC chieftain vows to unseat Soludo. Amahule, 26 orders, no longer lawmakers. Rivers reps, caucus insist. Kano APC chair questions minister's appointment. All right, let's check Vanguard newspaper quickly, everyone. Let's check Vanguard. On tax invasion, NLC, TUC, NECA tackle Akpabio over comment. Why Nigeria suffered 5 military coups. This is according to General Ibrahim Babangida. Naira hits 7 months high, appreciates to about 1,500 naira per dollar in the parallel market. And then current governor Eno swears in 25 commissioners and 2 SAs into new cabinet. Governor Eno swears in 25 commissioners, 2 SAs into new cabinet. My chances are bright, says Okonkwo. Why Soludo has no challenger for APGA ticket. No challenger for APGA ticket. Okay, and then there is a cartoon there. Keep renewing your hope, guys. I still have 6 years. Keep renewing your hope, guys. I still have 6 years. Yeah, I guess you should understand what's up already, right? Outside Nigeria, Ukraine, rupture grows as U.S. sides with Russia at UN. Ukraine rupture grows as U.S. sides with Russia at UN. On tax evasion, NLC, TUC, NECA tackle Akpabio over comment. Why Nigeria suffered 5 military coup is coming up again. IBB is the one saying that. And then cholera outbreak claims 3 many hospitalized in Delta community. IPMAN threatens shutdown over 100 billion naira bridging debt. I'll never join PDP, but could join other parties if Erufi is the one saying this. I'll never join PDP, but I could join other parties if. Now there you end. Moving on, NNPP, my suspension is baseless, can't hold water. Kanu lawmaker is the one who is saying that there. NNPP suspends Senator Kawu, 3 other lawmakers. Ayedati was sworn in as Ondo's 7th governor. UK unveils new citizenship rules for illegal immigrants and asylum seekers. 15 US companies that sponsor H-1B visas for foreign workers. Then on Lagos Assembly, Miranda may step down as Speaker. Hmm. May step down as Speaker. It's okay. This is Voice of the People, and we are 90.3 FM. Check your time now. It's 7:09, and we'll be moving quickly to the nation. The nation has got some more headlines for us this morning. Vice President's visits Secure ID, applauds homegrown innovation on 20th anniversary. And then Tinubu serious with Ogoni issues, says Fubara. ACF writes National Assembly on tax reforms. APC has left me stranded, says Erufi. Whoa, whoa. Okay, that's what he's saying. Surrogacy in Nigeria is a big piece you might want to just grab there. And then we have this one again. Witness denies knowledge of defendant in money laundering charge. Court to hear 9 mobile ownership suit on March the 19th. 9 mobile. Okay. AGF now. Violation of Supreme Court judgment on local government is treasonable. Ogun government orders sued over Amoron leadership. And then we see this one here now. Teachers recruitment. Commission invites 5,928 applicants for interview in Kwara State. And then Senator urges Kwara leaders to unite ahead 2027 election. Tinubu urges Aida Tiwa to prioritize people's interest. And then finally, let me take this one here. Court reinstates sacked Lagos Assembly clerk. Let's visit Daily Post quickly, everyone. Check your time. It is 7:10 already. Will we save over 36,000 naira weekly? Nigerians reel out benefits of CNG. We save over 36,000 naira weekly. Nigerians reel out benefits of CNG. Deji, Shehu Sani, Omokri justify Erufi's exclusion from government. Give reasons. Deji, Shehu Sani, Omokri justify Erufi's exclusion from government. Give reasons. It's a very crazy headline, right? Okay, I'll give you some more. IBB's revelation. Ohaneze affiliate group demand 100 trillion naira compensation. IBB's revelation. Ohaneze affiliate group demands 100 trillion naira compensation. Yeah, I got that gist yesterday also. Community protest as Akwa Ibom government begins road construction in Abia. Tinubu appointing his boys into key positions, says Nasir El-Rufai. U.S. slams new sanctions on Iran to disrupt terrorism funding. And then Nuhu Ribadu counters El-Rufai's claims, denies 2031 presidential ambition. IBB's revelation, Ohaneze affiliate group demands 100 trillion naira compensation. It's coming up again here. Community protests as Akwa Ibom government begins road construction in Abia State. And outside Nigeria, Trump confirms U.S.-Ukraine mineral deal close. I'll never go to PDP, says Nasir El-Rufai. Tinubu was never my friend. We weren't close. El-Rufai speaks on APC primary election. He was never my friend. Wow. Is it revelation or confession? No, somebody confessed the other day. Oh, is that revelation? PDP condemns heinous attack in Edo community, killing of farmers. And then court holds Zamfara Assembly's move to remove the APC lawmaker. NNPP crisis deepens as lawmaker Rurum rejects suspension. And then finally here, NNPP crisis, my suspension business. We belong to different factions, rep member says. Daily Trust is next, everyone. Customs withdraws 4% import charges. And then postpones, proponents, opponents, dissect Tinubu's tax reform bills. Proponents, opponents, dissect Tinubu's tax reform bills. Benue confirms Lassa fever outbreak, records 3 deaths. And then on telecoms now, federal government gets committee to check fiber cable destructions. Federal government committed to improved road infrastructure. That is according to a minister there. Ocean crisis now. APC chairman give local government workers 72 hours to resume. Tenant beats up landlord over house rent. It happened in Abuja, actually. NAS didn't reject me. Tinubu did, says Erufi. NAS didn't reject me. Tinubu rejected me, according to Erufi. And then 2 more to go. NNPP suspends Senator associating with Ganduje. And of course, Barrow. NNPP suspends Senator associating with Ganduje. And of course, Barrow Kano APC chair. Tinubu's minister isn't our member. We don't know why he was appointed. Let's check if the sun is sunny this morning with headlines. Okay, let's see the first one here. Fuel scarcity looms as IPMAN threatens showdown. And then Assembly crisis. Rivers reps backs Fubara Okojumbo. Yeah. And then CJN tasks judges on respect, obedience, and collaboration. 1966 coup, not driven by ethnic sentiments. Zogo was only Igbo in name, according to IBB. And then less than 30% Nigerians pay tax, but 100% want good infrastructure, says Godswill Akpabio. PDP member prays court to declare Ned Nwoko's seat vacant. PDP member prays court to declare Ned Nwoko's seat vacant. And then PDP, Ude Okoye, seek to join Anyanwu's suit against INEC and, of course, Damagum. APC lawyers write panels over security concerns at Benue Tribunal venues. Yeah. NNPP suspends 4 NAS members over alleged anti-party activities. Assembly crisis, Rivers Reps Caucus backs Fubara Okojumbo faction. And finally here, rule out PDP. Erufi reveals destination after APC. You're on to Voice of the People 90.3 FM. This time around, I would want you to join the conversation, okay? But before we do that, let's get Rufai Oseni on board quickly. Top of the morning to you and welcome.
Morning. Great to have you.
Good morning.
Real quickly, I'm doing an advocacy on the budget. And like I said before, it should be on record that I'm the only person reporting it daily, that the Senate cleverly added another 170 billion in projects to the initial statutory transfer of over 340 billion. If we don't ask for accountability, it should be on record. We are the only media talking about that thing.
Mm-hmm.
We are the only journalists talking about that thing. We are the only journalists holding them accountable. And I provided the facts as put in an article written by Basilia Dio of Agora Policy Research. He's made mention of it. We need to be able to amplify it. We need to be able to talk about these things. We need to be able to make noise about it. Because see, if we don't make noise about it, our society does not move forward.
Of course.
And if our society does not move forward, we are already in pain and penury. So it is not only the public hearing they want to do today on the VAT bill, that we should look at, we should also look at this allegation that we are pushing for, because that's how they cleverly add it into the budget, and a lot of Nigerians don't know about these things. So please, let's look at it and scrutinize it. And as regards the public hearing they're doing today, the bone of contention has been derivation. Conversations about derivation, number one. Also, there's been conversations about the fact that they want to remove the taxes for third fund and all of that. They want to pull out the funding for third fund. There's also conversation about, increasing VAT. People are saying it's going to be inflationary at a time like this. There are also conversations about VAT on agricultural implement and input. So different groups have presented their paper. The northern group, I think, of governors and interests are saying that they are going to look at this critically and thoroughly provide a bill. So I think Nigerians too, if you have views on this public hearing, it's also good to present your own side of your own views so that it will be heard. Because once this is passed into law, it's going to affect all of us. It's going to affect your life, your livelihood, and everything that concerns you. So we also know that governance is something that we should all be part of. And we must say these things. I know the big story in your mind that you're waiting for me to talk about
exactly. Now
I'm a journalist by excellence. I can read your mind.
Oh yeah.
The truth is, Ribadu has responded this morning. He said he's not going to join issues. No, we want him to join so that we can know the truth. Erufi made some strong allegations. And this is the
very strong allegations. Very strong.
The allegations of Ribadu 2031 campaign was made. The first one is Gambayan, that Binance guy. He was the first person we heard that said Ribadu want to run for president. Then the second one now we are hearing is this one. So we're asking questions like, what's going on? What's going on here? So he needs to be able to respond to those allegations. Anyway, he has said he's not running for presidency 2031, but he needs to respond that, is he the one conniving with Ubasani to fight corruption cases against Erufi? Because these are strong allegations. So we need to be able to
he also said that Tinubu was never his friend. They were never close, He was talking about the primaries, APC primary elections then, that they were never friends.
That's plausible. Although some people have been responding to him that he failed the security screening woefully. But he's also saying that he should bring out the report of the security screening. I would like to also see the report of that security screening. Because we all thought it was as good as done in the first place. Then all of a sudden, things change. So we are wondering what really happened and transpired between them. So there's a back and forth as regards politics in the grand scheme of things. And if you get caught up in their shenanigans, we'll constantly look at it and say, don't get yourself fooled. But all of them are the same. They are all looking for power one way or the other. All of a sudden, he's saying, I'm never going to go back to the PDP. The question, where was he coming from before? Was it not PDP? Was it not PDP that made the Erufi?
But where is he actually heading to, really, if not PDP?
I don't know.
NNPP, SDP, where,
And he kept on saying that they begged him to run as Desert Buhari begged him to run. They begged him to run as you could have said no. So if you leave all those cock and bull story aside, that somebody begged me to run for governor of Kaduna State, you should leave all those cock and bull story aside. You should leave all those story aside.
Rufai, Lagos Assembly, how far?
You will see now, the Pasuma will happen. What they are saying now is that it will go back to Obasa zone. So the Pasuma is happening now. You have seen the drama now. Let's be waiting. You'll be seeing your food.
Hi. Oh God of heaven. This country, now cruise. I'm telling you, now cruise, big cruise. I said that now the way the media is putting is that she might step down. As a candidate panel shortlist 7 presidents.
What did I tell you that day? I told you that resignation letter was supposed to have been tendered that day. It was just some lawmakers that was giving her leave and said, don't worry, continue. But you see, didn't I tell you that day that all the people that are praising her, Madam Speaker, when they turn from her back, it will be so quick. Have they not started turning now? So don't deceive yourself. Don't drink your own Kool-Aid. And that's why this they are dirty game called politics. I'm not interested. I'm more interested in national development, which is a more tenable game. So all people that were shouting, Madam Speaker, we are for you, Madam Speaker, where are they today? Now they are telling you that he still has to go back to Obasa zone and all of that. So you see, that's just it. So it shows that the powers that be.
But the big question people are asking is, okay, Obasa is not coming back. Another speaker is replacing Obasa. What actually happened? Why is Obasa not coming back since Miranda is stepping down?
I don't know what they might have decided. The plan was before was supposed to be Obasa coming back. But I don't know what they might have decided. But if it still comes to his zone, that means the person is Obasa's person, is Obasa's stooge. Because the lawmaker can't be and not be loyal to him. So it's still sort of like Obasa coming back one way or the other. If they're not saying it's his zone they want it to come to. So that's just it.
And then there is this other story that I also wanted to point to. Was it now? Emefiele's story, rather. 4.5.
Yeah, so Emefiele is accusing the judge of bias. So once somebody in a case starts to accuse judge of bias, I think it's just best the judge should accuse themselves, really.
Just like Nnamdi Kanu is accusing the judge of bias.
Accusing the
so
judge of bias.
I don't understand.
What they're claiming is that the judge had shown completely. In fact, he was already saying that it was guilty before the case was finished. So if they start to accuse the judge of bias, then they should accuse themselves just for the sake of integrity. And that's just a pure and simple. So,
IBB's revelation: Ohaneze affiliate group is demanding 100 trillion naira compensation.
I beg. Let's stop all this 100 trillion compensation. 150 from 10 trillion to 100 trillion. Let's talk about development. Yes, we've all agreed that there's been infraction and injustices done. How can we ensure that there's now development? That money should be channeled towards development. 100 trillion, 10 trillion to collect the money. Let's stop. That's child's play as far as I'm concerned. What is 100 trillion and everything? Let's focus on development. What the Ohanese agreed to, even now they've given everybody Regional Development Commission. The Southeast Regional Development Commission must be accountable. You must see the project they are doing per year. That's our concern now. So they should go and focus on and ensure that how we can, because all those things are based on statutory transfer to develop all the regions. So let's go and look for accountability in that. All this naming, I'm not for it, please. Yes, there's a need for justice. Yes, there's a need for apology. There's a need, the reparation to be in development, not some people setting some price limit somewhere that God knows what is happening with them. I beg.
Okay, but before I let you go, one more story here. It's as regards Akpabio. You know, they said less than 30% Nigerians pay tax, but about 100% want good infrastructure. They don't talk.
Who said that?
Akpabio now.
Akpabio should show his tax returns in the last 30 years.
Berating Nigerians for demanding infrastructure, such as good roads and trains and all of that.
Akpabio should show us his tax returns in the last 30 years before he even talks. So let's even see it. Let's see it. He should show us his tax returns in the last 30 years. And let's see how up to date he's been paying taxes.
Rufai, what do you know?
Is not all the money they steal in the political class, do they pay taxes on them? All the money they siphon, they pay taxes on them. So when they say people are not paying taxes, it's most of the political class now. They are the billionaires now. The politically exposed persons are the billionaires. They are the ones that should pay a lot of taxes, which they don't pay a lot of income tax. They fly private jets. Where are the taxes they pay? And what's the accountability for the money they earn? So we should start from them.
All right. Rufai, thank you. Thank you. Let me leave you now. Do have a great day.
So any politician that said that we don't pay taxes, they should start by showing us their tax returns for the last 30 years and their tax clearance. They should provide it. Akpabio should start by showing us his.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Not the parcel.
Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Everyone, let me let you know that we're streaming, okay? You can easily join us on YouTube. It's easy. Just join us on YouTube. YouTube Voice. Just go there to the search bar. Type Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Or in short, VOP 90.3 FM. And you're just right there. Okay? Get to the comment section and let's get your thoughts also. It's very, very important. Very, very important. And don't forget that our WhatsApp number is there. Our WhatsApp portal is open already. And then you can, you can share your opinion quickly. And I'll get to read it out. The WhatsApp number is 081 717 56338. 081 717 56338. Let's join a political enthusiast, a former commissioner of police, CP Chuks and Wong, is just right here. Good morning to you, sire.
Good morning to you, Ikami Judy, and to the listeners.
Good morning to you. Okay.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's start from this issue of 100 trillion naira. There's a reason why I want to, start from here, where these guys are talking about. I mean, the Southeast. They're talking about 100 trillion naira compensation after IBB's revelation. I asked Rufai that same question not quite long. And it's like, it's not tenable, it's not reasonable. I mean, let's talk about other issues. Let's talk about, development. Let's talk about nation's growth and all of that. But you are, of the Igbo extraction. I want to feel your pulse. What do you think? 100, trillion naira compensation, because of someone's revelation. What's your opinion on this?
Well, my opinion tallies with Rufai's position on that. As far as the issue of whether it's 1,000 trillion or 100 trillion naira compensation, the question is, will that bring back the lives of 3 million souls, 3 or more million souls that were lost at that time? The answer is capital no. It's not going to bring back anybody's life. We should be more positive and ask for other areas of support and growth in the Southeast, especially how to stem off this issue of insecurity. Because the people of the Southeast extraction are very industrious and hardworking people. And what is militating against the growth of that part of Nigeria geopolitical entity is this insecurity thing. If the place is safe and conducive for business, I'm sure the heights they would have risen to now would have been astronomical. So what I'm saying in that sense is that they should stop playing politics and be talking of 100 trillion. Where is the 100 trillion going to come from? Even if the federal government says, okay, take even 1 trillion each of the states, another story will come up. How do they disburse? How do they manage it? They will, they shouldn't even go there. They should be talking of how other regions will need to be educated to know that Igbos are part of Nigeria and that what happened there last time should never, ever repeat itself.
Okay.
And in doing that, they should tell them that they see them as your fellow Nigerians. If they need your support, if it is the one you can, so long as it is legitimate, support them. And vice versa. It's reciprocal. That's my take to it. It's not a question of asking for trillion or something. That does not make any sense as far as I'm concerned. So what I am saying in essence is that they should talk of harmony, of other tribes trying to live side by side with whether Igbos or other foreign nationals and accommodate them so long as they are there to grow their areas and to improve the economy. People like Reno Mokre, who is a job hunter, are the people that they should request government to bring him back and try him for gaslighting and inciting other tribes against Igbos. Those criminal elements like Reno Mokri are the people they should be talking of how to deal with, rather than asking for trillion.
Okay.
Good enough, Billion is receiving his own in Finland. It remains Reno. They should deal with him according to the law and according to the rubbish he has been publishing and all the nonsense against the Igbos. If he has any issue with Obi, let him face Obi as an individual and leave Igbos out of it. Because this is how it starts. That's how it started in the 60s. Gradually, you know, the Wild Wild West read it said in late 65 or so, 64, 65 election. Crisis between Akintola's UNDP and Awolowo's Action Group when Awolowo was in prison.
Yeah.
So if we take whatever Reno is publishing lightly, because there are some idiots who will be interpreting and misinterpreting what he's writing and use it to be inciting some people against the Igbos in various parts of the country. So such persons need to be, the government should not treat it lightly. They shouldn't take it as if he's writing to impress the powers that be, the ruling party, because he's looking for a job or government appointment. No, we can't take that at this point in time. And with the crisis that is on the land across Nigeria and other parts of the universe. That's my take to that. So they should forget about this issue of trillion. Since it will not even come from that side. They should be more positive and think of things that will secure the people from that part of the country, whether in Southeast or other parts of Nigeria.
Thank you, CP. Immediate past governor of Kaduna State, Malam Nasir Erufi, has come under attack. Has come under what I would call heavy verbal attack following, last night's interview. Erufi criticized President Bola Tinubu. He criticized the present administration and, of course, some key elements in the government. Erufi claimed that the President Tinubu did not want him in his cabinet, exonerating members of the National Assembly who actually screened him out. He said security things was a good excuse they used. Since then, has anyone released, that report telling us the security issues that is against Erufi and all of that? But, several revelations were made by Erufi. There was a time he also mentioned that Nuhu Ribadu is planning 2031, to become the president in 2031. That Nuhu Ribadu has a 2031 presidential ambition. And he said so many things, And he also made mention of the fact that he said Tinubu was never his friend, that they were never close. He was speaking on APC primary elections, that took place there, and a whole lot of things. CP, how would you describe, Erufi's feeling right now, and as regards his issue with this current administration?
Well, Erufi's expressions and vituperations is not far from an aggrieved party. He felt that he was used and dumped. Well, it is natural. When you think you are a stakeholder, you put in all your best, and at the end of the day, you ended up not getting anything out of the stake. But be that as it may, Erufi had gotten so much in the system that I don't even expect him to react the way he did or the way he's doing. If I were him, he should talk less and act more behind the scene. And the reaction from the stakeholders in the ruling party is what you expect. They feel that he wants to tear the house apart, and they will not allow that. That's the reaction they are giving to him. And whether Ribadu is angling for 2031 is not a surprise to anybody. He has a right to do that too.
Okay.
Knowing fully well that the power will shift back to the north. And he is also calculating that in 2011, the then ACN, which happens to be the baby of the present president, offered him that ticket on platter of gold. And he went for elections, presidential elections. The only state he won was Osun State. How that one happened, I do not know. And maybe he wants to try again. Well, it's his entitlement, it's his right to try his luck. And then at the same time, it's left for Nigerians to take their decision then. It will even start from the primaries, from internal democracy of the APC. Even if he's anointed, he will still face Nigerians in the general election in that 2031. And we don't know whoever he's going to face from the north, because all other parties will push people out from the north. So, I mean, any neophyte or greenhorn can come out and from nowhere sweep everybody by surprise in that 2031. I can assure you that that may likely happen. A neophyte of northern extraction with a good pedigree and integrity can just spring from nowhere and will have massive support from both north and south. Not people like Nuribad. So whatever, it's just like the general saying that one proposes and God disposes. So that's what will surely play out by then.
Thank you so much, CP. I don't know, filling stations are shutting down, and of course loading halted as Ligas, Impounds, tankers. That's the headline here. I don't know if you want to touch on that, but then there is still one more as regards Akpabio. Akpabio is saying less than 30% Nigerians pay tax, but about 100% want good infrastructure. That is Akpabio speaking. There are two stories. Quickly, CP.
Well, for the tax, let me start with the tax. Akpabio is right. A lot of people are dodging tax, paying tax. And it's only from tax that most governments across the globe.
When you say a lot of people, the rich or the poor? The average?
Especially the rich, because the poor have no choice.
Okay.
Most of the poor are working class people. So they tax them from source. Pay as you go,
So who is not paying tax now? Who is not paying tax? We should say the rich.
The people that are not paying tax are the capitalists who masquerade themselves as either industrialists or money bags. Those people that have companies, big time companies that handle projects and handle contracts from both federal government and the private sector. They are not paying sufficient tax. That is where the Federal Inland Revenue Service will need to up their game. They need to, you see, like in America, everything you take, even up to tissue paper, you are taxed. As you're buying water, you are taxed, both withholding tax, VAT. Just pick your receipt after buying and they print it out for you. Go and look at it in details. No matter what you buy in America, you cannot escape it, including fuel. As you're taking that PMS into your tank, as they are charging you, they are charging tax on it. So that is just the situation. We need to, improve this culture of tax. People should not run away from it. They have to be taxed appropriately. The tax net alone will harvest so much resources for the government that infrastructural development will be moved in such a standard and such a speed that it will shock most Nigerians. And come to think of it, how can somebody be making so much money and he does not want to part with a bit of it? It's like paying tithe. They have to. It is compelling on all of us. Even where I do some work today, I am taxed. As a retiree, I'm taxed.
From the source?
And at source. So why would these money bags be looking for ways to shortchange and cheat the government when it comes to taxation? So they need to do something drastic about that. They need to bring in even investigators who work alongside with them to go and investigate some of those companies on their earnings and the taxes they are imposing on their staff and not remitting to Federal Inland Revenue Service. That's another way to get them. And to know exactly what comes in as revenue for those giants, industries, multinationals, and so on and so forth, local companies that are very large in size. Then, for the issue of some filling stations shutting down, I think it has to do with the politics of, the oil sector. As usual, there's a chain. We have the upstream, which is people lifting the crude, down to downstream sector, where you distribute, refined products and so on and so forth, whether it is imported or locally refined, like Dangote is doing now. So the filling stations, for now, as I speak, have no reason whatsoever to shut down the stations. Reason being that they have regular supply, they have sufficient supply. You can hardly see a single queue in any filling station as we speak. So this idea of shutting station appears to be another economic sabotage by unidentified person or persons. And the government need to arrest that situation because it will add to the chaos we're already experiencing. And that chaos is that hardship and hunger in the land.
Thank you, CP. Thank you.
Totally deregulated.
Let's leave it there. Let's leave it there, CP. Thank you. Because of our time. I appreciate you so much. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for tolerating me.
Everyone, feel free to join the conversation at this point. VOP 90.3 FM, Voice of the People 90.3 FM. Okay, I will get to open up the studio lines now, but I will do that just right after this.
Export Business Training is here again. VOP 90.3 FM wants you to benefit from this. This is for those who want to position or reposition themselves for something different in 2025. Yes, time to export common items abroad and earn in dollars, like pepper, vegetable, groundnut, yam, sesame seeds, ugu, bitter leaf, cherry.
But it can be that I believe that for justice to be served, compensation or reparation should be paid to the Igbos. I grew up, my father showed us a particular area in our place that the whole village was leveled. They called it Ndokoro. My father said these people were here and then they came in, bombed the whole place, destroy and kill everybody there. In fact, one of my father's wife, number 6, is from Aruchuku. And what happened? The husband was killed during the war. Because my father used to go to their place and give them treatment. He was a tradomedical practitioner. And the woman ran to our place. They came there. He came with 2 children. Nigerian army came and then arrested my father and took my father to the forest to kill my father that is harboring Biafra people. And then at the end of the day, it was one sergeant in our place that got help us. The man just wrote in his bike that day. And they called the man and told him, he just is talking to call them that they should stay absent. They should not kill my father. The adults of analysis were done. A word that was not brought up by the Igbos. Now we have gotten this revelation. So I say it might not be 100 trillion. But please, I don't want to say doing the development. Yes, you will develop. But I tell you, some of people lost so much money. You give them only 20,000. After you have taken everything from them, you kill them in millions. And then you say there should be no reparation. For me, there should be reparation. And then on Fabio, finally, Fabio is only 30% pay tax. Then where is the tax of that 30%? They use that 30% that pay tax to serve a Fabio and serve the National Assembly members. Let the Fabio mention that since their so-called democracy came in, that 30% pay tax, they have electricity supply Are our schools working? Our hospitals working with the 30 percenters? Are the roads working with the 30 percenters? Akpabio will know that one day he will leave the 30 percenters that is collecting and pocketing with his other few members, and then will answer to God.
Right.
I think this morning he coming today. Let me stop
Thank
so far. And I want to say that Igbos must be paid for all that they suffered.
Thank you
for
so
the war
much.
that somebody brought against them. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for calling. You can also reach me via the number 0700 903 903 903. WhatsApp 081 717 56338. Let's talk to you now. Hello, good morning. What's your name? And of course, where are you calling from? Good morning. Oh, sorry about that. Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Good morning.
My
Good
name is Paul. I'm from Beda.
All right.
I appreciate my good brother, Peter Mance. Outside your station, he has been a very good contributor in other stations, which I also call. So people should not jealous him. Back to the issue. My father, I was born in River State, and my siblings.
Hello? Uh-oh, sorry. Sorry about that. What happened? I guess network, right? Sorry about that. Let's do this one. Good morning.
Good morning, Kamigide.
Good morning. Can you speak up, please?
Thank you. Please, I just want to say thank you for what do you call it? Stop.
Sorry? What'd you say?
I want to say thank you for the last caller now.
Okay.
As you said, because my brother won't say it doesn't make any sense to compensate Igbo. And you can see now what somebody said now. That is what we are facing in this country. Somebody to say the truth. He cannot say it inside. Igbo said they slaughter Igbo during the 1966 coup. Now somebody come up now and say it doesn't make sense to compensate the Igbos what they are saying, and the Igbo indicated that they does not Igbo people that bring food in Nigeria in 1960. Now look at what is happening. Is it one saying that yes, it does not matter? Yes, it does not matter, but it matters a lot. Let our people say the truth. Because Babangida has come up and said, yes, it's not Igbo affair. Then what are we saying? Look at what is happening. Somebody in this country does go to court and say, yes, this is the court say go is acquitted and discharged, and they still holding that is still injustice meted by Nandekalo. Can we face all these things because there we are one? What is the essence of being the one Nigeria? What are we preaching? Please. Do we have law? Do we have law in this country to protect the citizens? And this is my question.
All right, thank you.
Please, we don't want
thank you so
kind
much.
Of thing. Let people come on board and say the
all right, it's okay. You see, people are quick to misconstrue some person's or statements made here. See, let me break it down for everyone, for the sake of someone else who will be calling again to want to mention the same thing. There is a difference between compensation and, compensating you with the right thing, or something tenable, or something reasonable. Do you understand? Is it this administration you will tell to compensate you with 100 trillion naira? If you say, okay, fine, compensate me with whatever, fine. But when you say 100 trillion naira, I'm just speaking from my head. Like, I feel, who will give you 100 trillion naira compensation? All right? Okay. They might say, okay, compensate the Southeast with, okay, a presidential seat. Okay? But make this administration give you 100 trillion. How now? That's what CP is saying. That's what they say. That's the same thing Rufai said. Let's leave. You heard what Rufai said. That's not. I mean, let's stop playing politics. Let's forget about it. And CP said, I recall he said, if you give them 100 trillion naira, would it bring back the lives of how many persons that were lost? Thousands of persons. So let's understand. CP is not saying that compensation is wrong or no. But with this 100 trillion naira, let's understand. So you won't look as if CP is against Igbos or So Rufai, that is not even an Igbo man, also made mention of this same thing. That is not tenable. Imagine say for this administration, they ask somebody for maybe for me now, they ask me for 1 billion. Where I won't see him. If you ask me for 50K, I will give you. You understand what I'm saying? So let's get things straight, okay? Let's understand what Rufai and CP are both talking about. Thank you so much. I will take more of your calls. I know you have something to. I will take. Don't worry. We will talk. Hello. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Can you move away from your radio set?
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Hello. Good morning.
Yes, I can hear you. Good morning.
Okay. I'm not hearing you, but if you hear me, I want to talk about the 100 trillion.
Can you hear me?
Compensation. Hello. Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right, let's go.
Okay. I want to talk about the 100 trillion issue. The issue is that it is not necessarily being that if you give the 100, how is it going to be managed? They will still kill themselves because of sharing formula. I think the best thing to do, yes, the best thing to do, government have, IBB has made some revelation known to the Igbos. And when the war ended, I remember they said, no victor, no vanquish. If there is no victor, no vanquish, somebody should not be marginalized. And they should talk about inclusivity in everything we do as a government. That's the area I think the Igbos will be looking at.
Okay.
Not monetary thing, because if we collect money, people will see that because of sharing formula. We will manage it. So that money is not necessary. Let everybody be involved in governance. That is what you're asking us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think that's brilliant also. Thank you so much. Yeah. Inclusivity. Let's do it. Let's ask for fairness. What is supposed to be for Southeast, make income. You understand? Include the Southeast in everything. Carry them along. Going forward, if we say we should forget about the past, let's forget about the past. But moving forward, that's the cocoa. That's the big deal for the Southeast. Let's have Igbo names, in government. Plenty of them also. Those are we have Hausa and Yorubas. Let's have Igbo names too. Do you understand? That's fairness. That's equity. That's justice. That's what we should be talking about. You are asking somebody to give you 100 trillion. Yeah. Okay. Well, let me not say one thing. So, God, it will not come and say it. Hello. Good morning to you.
Hello, Jude. Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
Hello.
Hi. Good morning.
Good morning, Jude.
Yes, I can hear you. Good morning to you.
This is Mr. Amade. I'm calling from Okaparia in Lagos.
Okay.
I want to react on the concession made by former head of state, Ibrahim Badamoti Bangida. It is not today. Why he did not make this concession when he was the head of state? So he allowed everything. He allowed the suffering. He allowed the Igbos to suffer. Look at the damages that has been caused by the coup and the counter coup and the civil war. See, my brother, we had through the history that the Onitsha market was the richest and largest market in the whole of Africa then. Before the war, it has been there. But that market was looted by the federal government. Look at what is happening in River State today, or the Delta State, denying of their origin. It was caused by the civil war. when they were killing the Igbos. And they knew that the Igbos were the backbone of the war. Without the Igbos, nobody will prosecute the war. Now, when they conquered the Biafrans, they were killing especially the Igbos. Now, we from the riverine area, the river state, so the Gowon created a river state during that war because there were a lot of saboteurs in the river side. Now we started denying our origin. It's just of recent that we started accepting our Igbo-ness. Some other people are still denying their Igbo-ness. They will tell you one story or the other to put different because of the Civil War. And after the Civil War, there was a big marginalization on the Igbos. No work. Even if you are a professor, no work for you, nothing for you. Now, if you are an Igbo man, nothing for you, or Igbo woman, nothing for you. So many people change their names. They are not Igbo. Igbos were being seen as an outcast or some rotten things in this country because of the war. And know that Babangida said that Gowon is supposed to stop some of the programs that happened in the north, and he did not stop that. He allowed everything to happen. Okay. Well, it has happened. It has happened. These are the voiceless people. Now that the concession has been made, there must be compensation on the Igbos. The 3 R's have never been met. They just pronounced 3 R, reconstruction and other things. They did not do anything. Even all this, both the civilian administration, the past administration did not look into anything. They are telling you Southeast, this and that. In fact, my dear brother, the agitation, I am supporting it. I am supporting this Biafra. If there is no justice on these people, even if one state, let us go. I'm from River.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
God bless
thank you. Let's leave it there. Thank you so much. 0700 903 903 903. Okay? 0700 903 903 903. Good morning.
Hello, good morning, Kamisude.
Good morning.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you. Good morning to you. I can hear you.
Thank you, sir. Good morning, Kamisude.
All right. Good morning.
Yes, let me start like this. The president directed Mr. Konde Aku to resolve the problem happening in Lagos State House of Assembly. I think this is very, very unfair. From the information we are hearing that they want to force the Speaker, Miranda, to step down. And this is this is unjust to women food and to Nigerian politics concerning women. Then, apart from that, see what is happening now. Instead of the president to dive into a silent issue that is happening, the IPMAN demanding 100,000, and some of their trucks being seized confiscated by LASTMA, Lagos State Government Transport Official. I think that is the major thing that the government, the president should look into, because the adverse effect on our economy is going to be very severe. Instead of doing things that will eliminate the suffering of Nigerian people, is going to Lagos State House of Assembly. Is it the priority of Nigeria? The president of Nigeria to make sure that there is where everywhere and the economy is moving. Look at how he is priority, putting minor for major, major for minor. Very, very sad of Mr. President. We should look at the demand of this man and then and the other things, because that's very, very important. If they should withdraw their truck from delivering their MS to filling station, I think Nigeria is going to pay the other for the hike of transportation, thereby goods and services. It's going to be very advanced effect. So I want to say that this is not very good for us for now.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate your call. Thank you. Hello, good morning to you. Hello, good morning. Are you there? Can you hear me? Good morning to you.
Yeah, my name is Daniel and I'm calling from Eugene.
Welcome, Daniel.
Okay, my speak about Aquabio's 30% tax. that the people, the tax basis of Nigerians are paying, 100% don't pay. I don't believe that. Akpabio talk loosely, even as a Senate president, which doesn't happen elsewhere, apart from Nigeria. You see, even the poor pay more tax in Nigeria. All those keke riders, all those money they collect from them in the name of tickets, what is it? What can that be called? The market women, all those money that they collect from them, what can that be called? Down for drivers, all the money they pay on the road, what can that be called? Is it not tax? Is it not tax payment? There is no supermarket you go that you will buy anything. Like just like what CPGs was saying, that in US you pay. But in Nigeria it's almost the same thing. Except if you are buying from the roadside. But as long as you go to all these supermarkets, whatever you are buying, so it is even the poor that pay more tax in Nigeria as long as I'm concerned. It is them at the top that doesn't pay tax, not Nigeria. Okay. Everything they use free. Their phone is free. And it is the Nigeria. You make free call, you as you are now. But they make free call. They want to all the airline they use, they fly free. Remember this man, Virgin Airline the other time. What's the name? There's one airline that came to Nigeria that never left. I don't know if you read the article of that man in Nigerian newspaper. What the government officials are doing, they fly everything free. They want bribe in anything you do. They don't pay when they enter your plane. And he's telling us that we are not paying tax. So that's not true. Then now quickly about the Igbos. The conversation here may not be in cash because if you even give that money, I don't know how it will go. But I think the Igbo needs infrastructure, Igbo land. Federal presence is not first anywhere in Igbo land. I can tell you, go and verify. Even the industries that we used to have in the East, Aba, in so many places, they are gone. They are no longer there. So those are the things that should be done. Now, you may not give them physical money, but something should be done to compensate them. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
Thank you so much for calling. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. Let me talk to you here. Hello, good morning. Good morning. You need to move away from your radio set before you call in. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning. I can hear you.
Hello.
Good morning to you.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Yeah, the first caller. I'm Cosmaster Onyema.
All right.
Calling from Yaba.
Okay.
Everything has been said and done by the Babangida Bush. My take is about the compensation of the issue. The issue of compensation, let them just give us, if they want us to be united with them, let them give us a presidency or they release Nnamdi Kanu and settle the Igbos, forgetting about financial settlement. Let them take everybody as one. If they say, if they don't say we are one. That's my only issue of my own suggestion. Let them know just because they have marginalized us. I was born in River State as an Igbo man. I'm from Imo State. Before the war, everything was going well. But after the war, they scattered Igbo people from left and right. You know, all this. My father told me everything about how they suffered the Igbos. But I thank God I succeeded. I survived the Civil War because I was banned earlier that period of Civil War.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is my own opinion. Let them, if they say that we are one, let them give us presidency or give us something that will make us not financially. We're not talking about money. Money is not the issue. Let them say no that we are one. Or if they give us, let us give us our Biafra, make we go. Since they want us, they don't want us. Let us go. Yeah, I support the Biafra. Let them leave us alone. Make we go our way. Suffer with the way we want to suffer. Thank you very much. And God bless you.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah.
Appreciate your call. In case I can't read your messages now, I will do that later. By 10:30, I will be here. Don't forget, I'll be back here by 10:30. I'll be between 10:30 and 12 p.m. I'll be here. We'll continue this conversation. That is in case I can't read all of your messages, okay? Yeah. But then I will take calls. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Jude.
Good morning.
I'm of opinion that instead these people to be given cash, is it through the government of the day? No.
what I believe, infrastructures, just like my predecessor said, railway to be built, companies should be built, all these flyover that was being done here and there. Because really, the Igbos have been marginalized so much. And to the glory of God, a head of state has come to say the truth. Glory be to God for him to be alive and say it before other presidents, both civilian and military head of states and appointed voted president. So they should look into it and make things to go well so that everybody will have equal rights. That is what will bring peace in this nation. Thank you and God bless you.
Thank you. God bless you too.
It gets one amber powder. What's strong kakaraka? What's in the name? Domin amber powder.
Domin Herbal Powder is your #1 immune booster for general well-being. It also helps people with high blood pressure, diabetes, and all other chronic diseases. Domin Herbal Powder is organic. Just add a teaspoonful into a small cup of hot water and drink in the morning before meals and evening after meals. Domin Herbal Powder is available in all pharmacies and herbal shops in Nigeria. For bulk purchase, visit Obed Israel Enterprise Nigeria Limited, B33 Jigawa Plaza Trade Fair Market, or Rich Priest Pharmacy, 21 Afolabi Street, Tipa Garage, Egbe, Lagos, or Solid Sycamore Pharmaceutical Limited, 9 Ehi Street, Ijesha, Surulere, Lagos. For more information, call 0704 591 7000 or for Ghana 054 31-581-95. Domin Herbal Powder is not for persons below 12 years, not for pregnant and nursing mothers. Domin Herbal Powder for your overall well-being.
Voice of the People, 90.3 FM. Hello, good morning to you. Welcome. Okay, you need to move away from your radio sets because of our time. Hello, good morning to you. Good morning. Okay. I think I'll be leaving any moment from now, right? I'll just let me see if I can take this call. I'm good to go. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Yes, good morning. Good morning to you. Top of the morning to you. What's your name and where are you calling from? Good morning to you. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. Can you there?
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. You see, I think that this is going to be a good grab now to dialogue, as in, I'm talking about president. Calling these people now. The money is not everything, right? But we call them, I don't have this money, but we're sorry for what happened and see what we are going to do, see what will come. What is the problem? How are we going to do? How are we going to move on? Do you understand?
Yeah.
So, calling the money is not compulsory to pay this money, but this is a good grant now to talk. Let's sit down and talk. Yeah, this thing has happened. Let us move on. That is what I'm talking about. That is what I think would happen this moment. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate you. I'll have to go now because of my time. A lot will be coming up after now. But like I said, I will be back here by 10:30. I have to leave for Ogendibo to step in. Otutoma.
Otutoma jide.
Keki be.
Ademoye keteke.
Idi sharp.
Ndewo.
Yatago.
Ngagotara mago. Amam nego takwara.
Don't do. Don't do. No carry me go where I no know.
No be gandus be that.
I don't know.
That would be so funny, seriously.
Seriously, it's funny. Yeah. A whole lot of issues here. I just wanted us to talk about just one for me. Erufi. And if I want to mention again, maybe Lagos, Miranda, the woman will go calm down. Not be say they happen small. And then Erufi made several allegations yesterday, or should I say allegation? Okay, it's still allegation.
Against Ribadu, right?
Ribadu, federal government, so many other persons.
His 2031 presidential ambition.
He's leaving the APC. Even if he's leaving, he's not going to PDP. Nobody know where they go. Maybe he won't go form a party or go to NNPP or SDP or, nobody knows.
Yeah, all this backyard gathering. I know that at the end of the day, there might be a coalition for 2027. And there's something he said. That he said it was not the National Assembly because of the security report that denied him the ministerial slot. Yeah. That it was...
Tinubu 901 making come on board.
Yes. He said before the election that Tinubu promised him that he will be in charge of the energy sector, something like that. But at the end of the day, people should not mention National Assembly. It's Bola Ahmed Tinubu intentionally refused to make him minister. So he said PDP, no, PDP is out of it. And he said everybody is planning for 2031. This thing that he said, Jude, can you remember the Binance executive? The allegation, somebody said 2025 is allegedly.
Of course. Of course.
That everybody demanded billions of naira to pursue his future political career.
So now. This.
Thank you. Erufi is also saying the same thing now. So to tell you that something in 2031, according to Erufi, yes. He said because of
we don't see anybody campaign poster by 2031. We go remind them. Because you said Erufi was lying.
Yes, exactly. He said he was lying. That now you want to focus on the work his Oga Bola Ahmed Tinubu gave him to do. A lot is really happening anyway.
A lot. DG, Shehu Sani or Mokri, so many other people don't come, they talk for government. Those people now. Sabi Igbe Wija. They don't come, they talk.
You watch Showoro's video, what happened at the Federal High Court?
I saw that.
Showoro is so fearless.
You think I'm Yaya Bello?
You think I'm Yaya Bello?
Oh, wow.
He get bad mouth. He's so fearless. But a lot of Nigerians held him. You are not a court officials. So why...
He said he has a case in court.
Yes.
The court is free for anyone to...
Just call his lawyer. We'll speak to his lawyer. Don't harass him. This is a Federal High Court. Anybody can just come in. You understand?
What do you mean? What do you mean? Political castman.
Oui.
Hello, let's think carefully. Matutoma. Kekime.
You don't know that.
I know what
you reply. How did I know this? If not, the Spirit of God, I revealed this.
Okay. They did also reveal to you that Ribadu is going to be vying for the seat of the president in 2031.
Till there, because Nigeria now, I can't believe anything until I see it happen. Simple and short.
Okay. I like what you said. But let's leave it there this morning. My name is Jude. Ikami Jude. I'll be here by 10:30, okay? On social media. Facebook, TikTok, WhatsApp, everywhere. Just go and type Ikami Jude. Let's talk more there, okay? IKAMIJUDEH. That's it. I love you guys. I will be back much more later. Have fun this morning.
Please note, the views and opinions expressed on this program